I'm going to tell you about the story of the world, chapter 14, the Israelites leave Egypt. So, this chapter is about the Israelites going to Egypt and escaping Egypt. Let's tell you from the start. So, who made the Israelite nation was Abraham, who became a monotheist and served only one God, and moved to the Canaan because the God told him to move to Canaan. He survived hard in Canaan with his family because there was little rain and little food to eat. But one day there was no rain and there was no food for them, so they starved. So the Egypt's important person called Joseph invited the Israelites to Egypt, and they started to farm on the banks of the Nile River. So when the Israelites first came to Egypt, the Egyptians didn't mind because it was okay. I think the Israelites can come here. But then they saw the Israelite nation growing larger and larger. So the Egyptians were afraid because they had been attacked about a decade ago. So they made the Israelite people slaves. But the nation kept growing larger. So when the nation was growing very larger, the Pharaoh said to kill the Israelite boys when they were born. So when one Israelite woman heard the news, who was just going to have her baby, hid herself in her daughter's house, and the baby was born. But it cried loud. So she tried to hide her baby first, but after 3 months, she noticed that she couldn't hide this baby anymore. So she put him in a basket and floated along the Nile River bank. And after some time, the princess found the basket and told the guards to find and get me that basket. And the princess of the Pharaoh's daughter saw that the baby was so cute and she will take care of it for longer. When the mother's daughter listened to this, she told her mother that, then why don't you be the nurse of that baby? So she said, I'll care her for when he will grow in the Pharaoh's palace alone. So the Pharaoh's daughter said okay, and she took care of him until he was old enough to live in the Pharaoh's castle alone. So his name was Moses, and the Moses noticed he was an Israelite as he grew larger and bigger. So one day he told the Pharaoh that I am an Israelite and you must leave our Israelite people to go back to Canaan. At first, the Pharaoh said no because he wanted the Israelites to become his slaves more longer. So Moses said, then I'll show you that our gods are stronger than your gods. So the Nile River became red and blooded, and many things happened bad to Egypt. So the Pharaoh said, okay, then leave our Egypt. So the Israelites leave that night. And after that, the Pharaoh changed his mind and sent his army to follow them. So when they reached the Red Sea, the sea was blocked and there was nothing to go above it. And in their back, there come the Egyptian army. So Moses opened the waterway and they walked the sea, and they passed the sea. And after that, Moses closes the waterway, and the Egyptian army failed to catch them, and they went back to the Canaan.